Class 12, using a multimeter, volts, amps, ohms. Welcome to Class 12. Let's dive into one of the most essential tools for every HVAC technician, the multimeter. If you don't know how to use this tool correctly, you'll be guessing your way through electrical problems and wasting time. Today, we'll break it down by function: voltage, amperage, and resistance. Measuring voltage, AC and DC. Set your meter to AC voltage if you're testing house power, transformers, or contactors. Set your meter to DC voltage if you're testing batteries or control boards powered by DC. In HVAC, we mostly deal with AC voltage. Example 1, you want to test power coming into the air handler. Set your meter to AC volts. Touch one probe to line 1 and one to line 2. You should see around 240 volts. If not, the unit is not receiving power. Example 2, you want to test if the transformer is outputting 24 volts. Probe the two low-voltage wires coming out of the transformer. You should see 24 volts AC. If not, the transformer may be dead. Safety tip: never test voltage with the unit powered on unless you are 100% sure of your probe placement and you have one hand behind your back. This prevents current from traveling across your chest if you make a mistake. Amperage checks. Clamp meter. Used to measure current, you'll need a clamp meter, and here's how to use it. Clamp around one wire only, never both at the same time. You can't measure current if you clamp the whole cable because the magnetic fields cancel each other out. Example, you're checking a blower motor. Its nameplate says it's rated at 2.5 amps. You clamp the hot wire feeding the motor. If your reading is 2.4 to 2.6 amps, that's normal. If your reading is 4 amps, that's too high. Something's wrong. It could be a clogged filter, a bad capacitor, or even low voltage supply. Now let's do a real-world HVAC calculation using the power formula. Power formula, P equals V I. Let's say you have an electric heater inside an air handler, and the nameplate says it draws 7,000 watts at 240 volts. You also have a blower motor pulling 2 amps. So total power is 7,000 plus 240 ohms to 7,480 watts. Use this total to determine breaker size and wire gauge. We use P equals VI and solve for I. I equals P water V 7,480 but 240 equals 31.16 amps. Now apply code rules. You need a breaker rated for at least 125% of the continuous load. 31.16255 equals 38.95 amps. You round up and install a 40 amp double pole breaker. Wire sizing reminder. Always follow NEC ampacity charts. If your load is around 32 amps, you'd need number 8 AWG copper wire rated for 40 amps. Breaker and wire sizing must always be checked against load, ambient temperature, wire type, and insulation. Measuring resistance, ohms. Set your meter to ohms, symbolized by the Wo sign. This is used when the power is off, and you want to test the integrity of a component. Example, you want to check a heating element in an air handler. The nameplate says 7,000 watts, 240 volts. Use R equals V squared by P equals 240 squared by 7,000 equals 8.23 ohms. You disconnect the wires and measure across the heater terminals. If your meter shows 8.2 ohms, the heater is good. If it shows OL, or open line, the heater is burned out and needs replacement. Fuse protection. In a 24-volt circuit, the wire comes out of the transformer, passes through a 3 or 5 amp fuse mounted on the control board, and then continues on to thermostats, relays, contactors, and safety switches. If there's a short, like a contactor coil burning out or a wire touching metal, that fuse will blow instantly. You must use your ohm setting to check each component. If a wire has shorted to ground, you'll see 0 ohms or a very low number. Master formula reminder. These are the 3 essential formulas. V equals IR, P equals VIR equals VI. In any scenario, you only need 2 known values to calculate the others. Train yourself to jump between formulas depending on what you're trying to solve. This is the foundation for all HVAC electrical diagnosis. Final reminder, resistance should never be checked with the power on. Voltage and amperage must be measured carefully with proper PPE, and always use your multimeter the way it's designed. Learning to measure volts, amps, and ohms with confidence makes you a real professional.